Human Rights Watch has released a video showing some of the abuse that gay people are facing in Russia, especially 1 year after Russia passed an anti-propaganda law, which would basically ban anyone from talking about homosexuality to children. Now, the videos that we're about to show you are extremely graphic, but it is important for you to view them, especially after Vladimir Putin had said the following: "Gay people can feel free and at ease, but please leave the children alone." Let me show you how free and at ease they feel in Russia. Take a look.
Хули ты так одет, ебать? А? На нахуй.
Human Rights Watch has documented a large number of vicious attacks and aggressive harassment of LGBT, lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender people in Russia.
Еще раз так оденешься, хуйплет, блядь.
It's happening in the context of the homophobic legislation that bans propaganda of non-traditional sexual relationships among minors. A vigilante group, Occupy Pedophilia, essentially uses the pretext of protecting children, of fighting pedophilia, to harass and attack gay people.
Нет, ты пойдешь с нами. Я не пойду, вот здесь я буду стоять нормально. Вот здесь я буду стоять.
They invite them for a fake date, and they proceed to berate them for their homosexuality, and in many cases, to abuse them physically. They film all these proceedings and then post them on social networks, on YouTube, to humiliate the victim even further.
Those videos, as they explained at the end, are put up not by the people who were attacked, but by the attackers.
Yeah.
They're proud of it.
So, first of all, the one thing that I notice when it comes to stories like this is how ignorant these people are, right? Because this is done by a vigilante group called Occupy Pedophilia, right? First of all, I hate the fact that they're using the Occupy title. It's disgusting, okay? They have absolutely no affiliation to the real Occupy protesters. But pedophilia, right? They just group them in, just like the right-wingers here in the United States. They group them in with pedophiles. And it's ignorance, okay? That's where the hatred stems from. The fact that they don't understand the community, they don't know what the reality is, and unfortunately, they have leaders in Russia, Russian politicians, that are taking the lead on this, right? That are basically allowing them to do this kind of activity by passing laws that make homosexuals second-class citizens.
And by the way, the people who actually do pedophilia are your beloved religious leaders. So look at all the Catholic controversy. Who did the pedophilia? It wasn't the people you're deriding here. It turned out it was the people who were telling you how terrible gays are. And by the way, as I see that guy who invites the gay people over and then does all that stuff to them, the guy with a little bit of a mohawk there, he loves to go around without his shirt on and touch those guys on the pretense of hating them and stuff, and then puts it up for display. It's a fascinating character.
Yeah, those pieces of shit should be arrested and prosecuted, but apparently they feel empowered to do this kind of stuff because they're posting it willy-nilly on the internet and nothing's happening to them. They continue to do it. Now, I have to show you guys the second part of this video. This is the most graphic part of it, so I want to give you guys fair warning before you take a look at it, but it just shows you just how vicious and disgusting these people are.
In one of the most egregious cases of violence that we have seen so far and documented, an Uzbek migrant was lured and abducted by a group who burned his clothes. They put a gun, or what looked like a gun, to his head, and they threatened him with violence and forced him to say that he is gay, that he regrets that he is gay. And then they handcuffed him, gave him a glass bottle, and what they asked him to do is to rape himself with that bottle.
Yeah. So look, we have up here state-sanctioned hate. Why is that? Because when the government declares basically open season on people, this is what happens, right? So the government of Russia doesn't give a damn about protecting kids. Otherwise, they'd actually probably go after the same religious leaders they're trying to appease right now. It's a political move by Putin to do several things. One is to gain the conservative vote by saying, you see that, I'm anti-gay. And the second thing is to gain an enemy, an other, to say, don't worry about all the different violations I'm doing right now and all the power that I'm grabbing. Look at those guys. They're the ones you should hate. It's the gays. It's the oldest trick in politics, right? And so when you do that, this is what happens. This is the consequence. And so you send the message to people, it's okay, it's open season, go get them, right? And you see that horrible, horrific video there. That's because Putin decided that he was going to gain political advantage, just a little political advantage by abusing gays in his country. And is he at fault for it? Absolutely. Absolutely. This is the culture that you have fostered, and it's the results.
Yeah, you need leaders to take charge and protect the people in the country, and Putin is doing the exact opposite of that.